Hey, good morning. I'm back to London and we are now back to dealing with London reality. What I'm talking about now is something that I wrote. Well, I wrote something that I share about someone that wrote about his own story. And it's a story of coming out of drugs and getting back on track. Something that I hope will inspire other people and someone, and hopefully that will inspire someone very close to me. So the story about this guy that I met in Bangkok, and I met him while using my friend's brother condominium for the gym and swimming pool. It's the story is about someone that when I was a teenager got into drug addictions, initially heroin, and being able to coming out of it, getting back to school, graduate, and becoming a professor. Like he was a pianist, he was a musician, and he dropped school to pursue his passion. That's caused a lot of drama in this family, as you can imagine. And an evening that he was drinking alcohol alone, probably thinking about his life, the future, he was approached by a good friend that offered him heroin. Initially he refused, and then he accepted it, and that's when his living hell started, with years of addictions, 3 attempted suicide, in and out of prison, and psychiatric therapy for 3 attempted suicides. Eventually he decided to get some help, and the help he got made him being able to get out of this hell that is heroin. Something that I don't know personally, but in my generation especially, is my same age, and in Italy at that time heroin addictions was a real pandemic. It was a real pandemic, and I know a lot of people in my town that have died for heroin, and others that 30 years later they still taking it, never came out of it. He managed to get out of it and decided to go back to school. He got into private school so he could finish his high school, and then decided to learn to study aerospace engineering, if I'm correct. So he spent 1 year before getting into university learning about math, and to get prepared to start uni. And when he thought that he was completely ready for this new venture, he got into new addiction, that's cocaine, that he tells me to have done for a year, that reduced him in a really horrible conditions, that until that he he realized that you could not just leave one addiction to get into another addiction, and he stopped being able to finish, getting a master, a PhD, a bachelor, and then that's where I met him in Bangkok, where he's a professor. He met a Thai woman while he was in Glasgow. I don't know if he was teaching or as a student, but he met this girl, and they moved to Bangkok, where he's teaching aerospace to, I guess, a local university. So it's it's possible to get out of drugs. It's possible, and it's not easy. It's a big problem. Why we get into drugs? There is many reasons why we do it. Because we're curious, because we are desperate, because we cannot face life, and we need an escape. There are many reasons why we get into it, and once you get into it, in many cases, it's not easy to get out. And destroying families, destroying until they destroy themselves. So obviously this is something that it's really touching me personally. Having someone I know very well that it is into drug addiction, and he destroyed everything around him, his family, his daughter, friends, family, and eventually it's gonna destroy him completely. And as much you think you can help, there is a limit to the help you can give, because at the end they are the only one that they can decide it. Like this Italian guy I met in Bangkok, he made a clear decision that he wanted to get clean, and he did it. Yes, it's true, he got back again into another addiction, and he got clean again, but he was the only one that could make this step. And this is the same for anyone that is into this addiction. You can support their rehabilitation. You can support them initially, showing which is the path to follow, which is the right direction to take. But at the end, they are the only one that can take that path. There is no way you can't take them to that road and to recovery. They have to decide that enough is enough and it's time to clean, and then you can be next to them and support them. Something that I will do to this person very close to me. Once he will decide to get clean, I will obviously being an emotional support, but he is the one that can only decide to get clean. So, this guy I met, is an example. I met other people that was able to get clean. So obviously it's possible, but there must be a really strong desire to do it. Otherwise, it won't be possible. And it doesn't mean you will get clean forever. There is a lot of people that do get back on taking drugs. So obviously, I hope for this guy I met to, get clean completely, get back on track and live an happy life, and then becoming an example for other people on the same journey. I hope that this person I know close to me will make the same decision. And miracles are possible. They happen every day. And I quoted Tiziano Terzani in my blog, where I shared the story of this guy. There was an interview done to him years ago, when he was, now at the time, he was already on this new journey of self-discovery and spirituality. And in this interview, he said that yes, he did believe in miracles, and miracles are possible, but you have to be, you have to be the one to allow those miracles to happen. So you have to be the creator of your own miracles. So miracles are possible, but you have to be the one to make it happen. So I strongly hope that this person very close to me will be able and finally to get clean and live a life that he deserves, as everyone deserves a happy life with the people close to him. In this case, the most important, that is his own daughter. Is it possible?